Ben and Sue were feeling down and depressed about the state of the world, With the whole Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Doom, taking over the world and all, things were looking kinda grim. So they took a break from their daily routines to avoid talking or thinking about Dr. Doom. For that, they went to New York to meet with their lifelong friend and member of the extended Fantastic Four family, Jennifer Walters, also known as the Sensational She-Hulk. After catching up with each other, Sue jumped right into it. Since Jen is a lawyer, Sue wanted to ask, how is any of this takeover by Doom legal? There ought to be some laws against what he's done, right? Jennifer said that yes, in fact, Doom's actions are technically illegal, but he's been given a lot of leeway by the world leaders to do what he wants. So the real question would be, how did Doom convince all these world leaders to grant him so much power and leverage? That's when Ryan North, the writer of this series, brings real life and art together. And you'll see what I mean by that. The waitress at the restaurant overheard the heroes talk about Doom, and she gave her opinion on the whole thing. She personally has an axe to grind with vampires. It was a real bother to her to see the now daywalkers out and about. Just in case you didn't know, during the Blood Hunt event of 2024, there was a global attack by vampires. They took over many cities all around the world by killing thousands of people or by turning them into vampires too. When the Blood Hunt was over and the skies were cleared, the sun came back, but it didn't kill off vampires as it did before. Now, all vampires could enjoy the freedom of walking under the sun, just like Blade, the OG Daywalker. I'm sure you know Blade, right? This meant two things. Number one, there was going to be an influx of vampires all over the world. And number two, all of these vampires require resources like housing, jobs, sustenance, you name it. And as you can imagine, there was a section of the population that resented vampires, both new ones and old ones, for what happened in the Blood Hunt, right? Regular people can't make a distinction on who was an old vampire that deliberately attacked the different cities and who was a new vampire that was basically a victim during the Blood Hunt and was now a vampire, right? Regular people can't distinguish between that, so they just hated them all equal.